Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Today we are here with a special guest. This is my sister-in-law, and if you are interested in learning more about how to feed a family healthy on a budget, keep watching. Now I'm your Cocoa Ketone sister Lanice, coming at you from Irving, again here with my sister-in-law
LaRai.
She is a single mom feeding a family on a budget. She has 3 children. She has
16, 10, and a 3-year-old little girl. The first 2 are boys.
And the little girl is a picky eater.
Very picky.
We are here for a healthy eating conversation. So as you guys know, so far to date, I'm down 32 pounds in my ketogenic journey. So of course, I am talking over healthy eating to my entire family. My sister-in-law and my nephews and my niece being part of that family. Now, in our conversation, LaRai has considered and talked about keto, paleo, low carb, no sugar, and she realizes that first and foremost, she just needs to get the basics down. How to feed the family on a budget, stay within healthy ranges to get a better understanding. So in this video series, we're not going to focus on a particular diet, whether that's keto, paleo, or whatever. We're going to focus on healthy eating and budget-friendly meals. Now, we've had a couple of conversations, which have been great.
Definitely have.
And we are starting to learn more about what she's feeding her family, how she's feeding her family, and how it can integrate into her life. So we're just going to jump right into this conversation. A few things that we have talked about: carbs, affordable, non-affordable, low carbs, no carbs. How do you get this done as a single mom? So LaRai, what are some of the reasons or concerns you have with reducing carbs?
I think the biggest concern is budget. Normally, you can purchase rice, bread, potatoes, pasta at a low cost, and you can purchase it in bulk and feed a lot of people at the same time. It's just me, one person cooking for 4 people. So those are all quick, easy, and affordable for me at this moment.
And that I hear a lot, especially as I'm going on this keto journey, when my biggest message is reducing your carbs and reducing your sugars.
Right.
And it is true. Rice, pasta, breads, you can find them in your market on dollar specials. Yeah. They are really affordable, and that does feed the masses. So when you're looking at budget-friendly meal options and how to feed 3 children, one being a picky eater, how do you do that and reduce the carbs? That's one of the things we're going to talk about. As I talked with her, meal planning and meal prepping is going to be key to the success here, and how that maybe in her situation, totally cutting carbs is not an option now, but reducing those carbs and those sugars is something she can focus on. And then also time saving. She's a single mom. I don't know about you guys, but she's a single mom out here hustling her ass off. She leaves in the morning. First, she's got to wake up, get the kids ready, get everybody going. And then some days you come home at
8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night with no time to feed the kids. And sometimes whenever I do work late, I have to resort to ordering out. Pizza, McDonald's, DoorDash, and Uber Eats are my best friends right now whenever I have to work late.
And how many of us are in that same situation? You want to feed your family healthy, however, time just doesn't allow for it. And sometimes it really is just you want to plan better, you want to do better, but you don't even know where to start. And that's what this conversation is. Keep tuning in, because as I said, this is a new series. I'm your keto coach, and I'm going to start making house calls. And over the next 4 weeks, you're going to see how we take this conversation and put it into action. We're going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to show her how to better budget and plan out meals, how to pick foods out so that you're making healthier options as well. So budget is key here. Single mom, single, 3 kids. I told her she had 2 too many. She should have stopped at the first one. Don't tell the others, but he's my favorite. But anyway, budget friendly is definitely something we need to consider. And the next thing is making foods the kids will eat.
Right.
She has a little girl. She is a precious little diva.
Super picky.
Super picky. She only likes macaroni and cheese.
And peanut butter and jelly.
And peanut butter and jelly. So, I'm going to also keep tuning in. I'm going to show you how to make macaroni and cheese healthier, adding some proteins and some veggies. How to make cauliflower macaroni and cheese that she won't be able to distinguish the difference, and she'll still eat it, and other little things we can do to get her on a path of eating better foods and making better options. Because at the end of the day, when you make these healthy choices as a mom, the last thing you want to do is make separate meals. You need to be able to make meals that everyone can enjoy.
Right.
Would you agree?
And making separate meals is not really helping the time factor.
Exactly. Who wants to do that? So, when we're in here, we're definitely going to focus on this meal plan. I prep every Sunday. You guys have been a part of my meal preps now for a couple of weeks. It is such a big time saver. I feed 4 adults. Now, mine are grown, so if they don't like what I'm cooking or they want something different, they can just go out and buy whatever they want. In her situation, if they don't like what she's cooking, she's got to buy something else, or she's looking at hungry kids.
Right.
I say let them go hungry, but she says that DPS may disagree. You be the judge. Now, while we're here, listen, if there's something we're saying, or something you like, or something that's resonating you, hit the like button. Let me know that this is the kind of message you want to hear. And if you have questions or concerns about something you're seeing over these next few weeks, definitely hit us in the comments with your questions, your concerns, and how I can then answer those questions throughout this series to help you better understand how you can prepare foods for your family on a budget. All right, LaRai, so what would you say is your number one concern when it comes to food prep planning, or this whole concern of healthy eating?
It would have to be budget. Literally, budgeting is the biggest portion of healthy eating as far as the family is concerned. I've noticed that I can purchase rice at an affordable cost if it's white rice. But when you come down to your brown rice, your wild rice, your other healthier alternatives of rice, they're always a lot more expensive. Example, the bread. I can find white bread for 89 cents, which is what I currently buy now. But if I'm looking at 7-grain bread, whole wheat, and all of that stuff, I'm looking at spending anywhere from $2.99 to $4.99 a loaf of bread. So really, budgeting is my biggest concern whenever it comes down to making healthier choices and being able to meal prep.
And she's absolutely right. This happens to all of us across the board. Even me, as I was learning, going on my journey, and I was getting started. Learning how to shop in the market, as well as stick to a budget and not waste food. Because at some point we go in and we buy all these healthy foods, and then we don't eat them all because you get busy, you end up going to McDonald's, you order pizza. So there's a whole bunch of food you didn't cook, and if it's fruits or vegetables, they go bad. And if you want your family to eat healthy and you buy the apples, the peaches, the pears, but then you can't get the kids to eat them, they go bad. And then you wasted that money, plus you still went out to eat. So when you think of that, do you find that you're going out to eat a lot, or are you spending a lot of money on food to go?
Food to go, definitely. Especially with my schedule having to work so late, I do rely, like I said previously, on Uber Eats, DoorDash, ordering pizza, going to drive-thrus, so that I can feed the kids, because I do get home so late and I don't have that time. So time is also another big concern.
Definitely when it comes to time. Now, as I've mentioned on my previous videos, for me alone, I do work a full-time day job as well as an evening job. So I understand time restraints. I was a single mother as well, and I've always had 2 jobs. So I understand those time restraints. With you, you recently stopped working 2 jobs just to put in the extra hours at her first job. So she's still under those same time restraints. And meal prepping is the key there. You have to know how to plan your meals ahead of time, which will help with the budget, because then you know exactly what to buy and what not to buy. And then cooking ahead of time, taking one day a week or maybe even 2 days a week. She's a larger family, so where I'm able to stretch meals out for the entire week, she may have to cook twice a week, only because you still have to make sure the food is fresh.
Right.
You want to make sure the food is freshly prepared and getting snacks ready. She still has children, so therefore we need to have things ready to be grab and go. So getting those little fresh snack packs together without keeping all the processed foods in the cupboards. And I have to tell you, there are times when we look at processed foods and think that ready-made waffles, chicken fingers, pizza rolls, any of these things sounded familiar?
Definitely everything that I have in my fridge.
Things that we keep in our refrigerator because it's quick and simple and because it's affordable and you find it on sale. But then when you put it all together and you realize my children are gaining extra weight, this is not healthy, it's not providing the nourishment they need, you realize it's not as healthy or as cheap as it's advertised to be, or
right.
that you think it is.
It might be financially less expensive, but physically more harmful.
And that's the key. We want to get our physical bodies into shape. And we as mothers, if we do it for ourselves and then we're not bringing it to the children, it just makes it that much difficult. And I know there's a lot of you out there that don't cook separate meals, and that's what it's all about. Getting LaRai here to make one meal that pleases everyone and that it's still affordable. So again, stay tuned. This is the first of many series coming at you. The next episode, you're definitely gonna see how I walk through her kitchen and point out the good and the bad. I already walked in. It's gonna be pretty surprising what we find. But that's okay. Everybody has it. I had to do my clean out when I first started. The thing is, now that I'm realizing, when I did my clean out, guess where I brought all the food? To her house. So now we're going to do a clean out and get that food out of her house, get them eating better, eating healthier, and you will also meet the rest of the family in episodes to come. So stay tuned, definitely. Any closing words? Anything you want to say to the fans?
Go like.
That's right.
Like,
Hit that
subscribe, comment. Leave your thoughts and concerns. I'm a single mom and this is new to me, and she's definitely the person to go to.
Definitely. All right, everybody. Thanks.